If you want a hand navigating the crazy fixture schedule, I'd recommend you take a few seconds to subscribe to the Lazy FPL newsletter. They'll email you with a 3-minute cheat sheet 24 hours before every deadline, packed with everything you need to know. It's totally free and a great way to stay on top of the blanks and doubles. Join 17,000 other managers and sign up for free via the link in the description. We've got 2 big matches remaining in Gameweek 27, with 6 players left to play, but as it stands it's been another disappointing round, with 48 points resulting in a 4th successive red arrow. Double Gameweek defenders Rico Henry and Pervis Estupiñán have their work cut out after conceding to Everton and Leeds respectively in the first of 2 fixtures. An outcome made all the more frustrating by leaving Arsenal's Gabriel on the bench for his 14-point haul against Fulham. Solly March was the centre of controversy for Brighton's second goal against Leeds. Initially judged to have got the final touch, it was eventually deemed Jack Harrison put the ball into his own net under pressure from the Seagulls' number 7. March later forced Illan Meslier into action with a left-footed volley from the edge of the box. Erling Haaland racked up a Gameweek high 1.48 expected goals total, but missed 2 of his 3 big chances against Crystal Palace. Likewise, captain Ivan Toney missed a big chance and fired a team-leading tally of 3 shots, as Brentford's 12-match unbeaten run came to an end. So let's take an early look ahead to blank Gameweek 28, where 6 teams are without a fixture. With 2 free transfers available, I'm planning the short-term sale of Erling Haaland, whose only fixture in the next 2 game weeks comes against Liverpool. Ollie Watkins and Kai Havertz each have 3 fixtures in that period, and it's the former I'm most tempted by. Scoring 6 times in the last 7 game weeks, the Aston Villa talisman ranks first among forwards with an average of 7.1 points per game. He's fired a leading tally of 11 shots on target in that time, while his 8 big chances can only be beaten by Erling Haaland. I could just leave it there and field 10 players, but if I want to put out a full 11, I have to sell one of my 3 Brighton players. As things stand, Solly March is the one I'm most inclined to part ways with, after back-to-back blanks, though Wednesday night's match could yet change my mind. I quite like the idea of swapping March to James Maddison for the next 3 game weeks, before moving him on to Alexis McAllister, if the Argentine continues to outshine March in his more advanced role. Despite Leicester's abysmal form, Maddison ranks 2nd among midfielders for shots per game in the last 6 game weeks, with 3.4. Only behind Alexis McAllister with 4.5. Among those with at least 200 minutes played, only Bruno Fernandes has carved out more than his 2.8 attempted assists per game. However, Ben Chilwell is also in my thoughts as an alternative transfer, which would allow me to keep Solly March and instead sell Pervis Estupiñán. Since returning to fitness, Chilwell has started in each of the last 4 game weeks, where only Alexander Zinchenko can better his total of 5 shots among defenders. There are early concerns over Pervis Estupiñán's availability and condition for the first of Brighton's double Gameweek 29 fixtures, given his expected participation in Ecuador's friendlies in Australia a matter of days before. But he's a player I would like to hold long term, and a single fixture against Bournemouth that round wouldn't be the end of the world. So I'm leaning towards selling March and Haaland for Maddison and Watkins, with 2 free transfers, and here's how the team is set to line up. Kepa Arrizabalaga faces an Everton side that have scored 3 goals in their last 4 matches, with only Southampton, Leicester and Crystal Palace faring worse. Chelsea have kept 5 clean sheets in 12 matches since the World Cup break, only Liverpool and Man United have earned more. Sven Botman joins Kieran Trippier for a Newcastle defensive double-up ahead of their trip to face Nottingham Forest. Steve Cooper's side have fashioned just 4 big chances in their last 4 matches, with only Southampton and Leeds faring worse. Arsenal host a Crystal Palace side that have scored just a single goal in their last 4 matches, ranking joint bottom with Leicester. The Gunners have shipped 2 goals in that time, with only Southampton and Liverpool conceding fewer. Rico Henry ranks 2nd among defenders for expected goal involvement in the last 6 game weeks, only behind Alexander-Arnold. Only Virgil van Dijk has been afforded more than his 2 big chances in that time. With 2 goals and 1 assist in the last 4 game weeks, Martin Ødegaard has averaged 5.6 points per game. The Norwegian has produced league-high totals of 20 shots and 17 attempted assists during that period. Bukayo Saka has earned a team-leading 50 FPL points in home matches since the World Cup break. The England international has notched 4 goals and 2 assists in 7 outings to average 7.1 points per game. Crystal Palace have failed to keep a clean sheet across their last 4 away matches, shipping 5 goals. Joining potential new signing Ollie Watkins up front will be Ivan Toney, who scored 3 goals in 5 home matches since the Gameweek 17 restart. Only Salah, Haaland and Rashford can better his 3.4 expected goals total in that time. Leicester have given up 12 big chances in their last 4 away matches, with only Fulham and Liverpool faring worse. After a fairly quiet couple of games from Bukayo Saka, it's likely to be Harry Kane who takes the armband. The Spurs forward has bagged 4 goals and 2 assists in 6 away matches since the World Cup, averaging 6.3 points per game. Only Erling Haaland has fired more than his 21 shots on the road in that time. Southampton have been impressive in keeping 3 clean sheets in their last 4 matches, but they've averaged 2 goals conceded per game against the top 4 this season.